Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in this video I have the long awaited in-depth tattoo tutorial video. In this video I'm gonna be going over every single tattoo I have on my player and a unique tattoo that I just made that is gonna kind of be giving you guys a guideline on how I come up with these ideas for these tattoos and how I make them look so realistic. So make sure you pay close attention when I make the new tattoo, because that's gonna be how you make your own and come up with your own ideas. But you can copy these to a T, I don't really care. I mean, I'm actually kind of flattered that people like my designs and stuff like that. So you can do whatever you want with them. You can make your own twist on them, or you can just make them, like I said, to a T. But I finally have them here for you guys. I'm gonna put timestamps in the video on every single part: leg, arm, body, chest, whatever. Everything's gonna be timestamped, so you can go to the exact part you want whenever you want. But here I am finna get right into the video and show you guys all my tattoos. All right, you guys, let's get right into this new leg sleeve, man. The first thing you want to do is go in there and get you some clouds, and make sure you get the same exact shade that I get on every tattoo I pick. Always get the same shade, because it's gonna look a lot different if you don't get that same exact shade. Same thing goes with the hazy stars. Make sure you get a lot of them too, a lot of all your tattoos. That's like the first big tip when you're making a new tattoo, when you don't know exactly what you're going to put on your player. Make sure you just get a whole bunch of tattoos and put them in your arsenal, because once you start placing tattoos, you can't back out and go back in and start putting more tattoos on. You have to put those in that you got. Say for instance, you only got 2 clouds and a rose, and you go and press triangle and go to place tattoos. It's gonna only have those 3 tattoos. You can't back out and go add more, bro. So make sure you just put a whole bunch of stuff in your arsenal once you go into the tattoo thing and start placing them, bro. That's the first big tip. Make sure you follow all the tattoos I'm getting. I'm probably not gonna do this like screen of me clicking on all the tattoos on every single one, because I am gonna add this little end screen right here where I show you all the tattoos and how much they cost once I finish placing them. So you are gonna see that if you want to know exactly what tattoos I'm about to place. But here we about to get into placing. First thing you want to do on this leg sleeve is completely map out the clouds. Once again, I'm scrolling through showing you guys everything I got. I just want you all to, take heed to everything I got in my arsenal. Make sure you get all of those tattoos. I don't want you guys missing something, because like if you miss it, like I said, once you start placing them, you can't back out and put more in there. But first thing you want to do is get the clouds, and you're going to completely map out his whole leg with the clouds where it's no gaps. And the reason why I picked the clouds, because I don't like the spacing in the tattoos. I don't like putting like tattoos right on top of other tattoos, and it looks weird, bro. It doesn't look realistic. It doesn't look like an actual person would have that on their body in real life. I want my tattoos to look real, like I have them like on myself. So yeah, just mapping out the leg completely with the cloud to where there's no gaps. And notice that the first one I put like on it to cover his knee, I flipped it around. So make sure you do that. Make sure you do everything I'm doing right now, bro. Hopefully, like I said in the intro, and I was talking fast as hell in the intro, so you have to ignore me, bro. It is late as hell while I'm trying to do this video, and I haven't recorded any audio in a long time, so I get in and out of the groove of talking on the mic when I haven't did anything in a long time. So you just have to bear with me and just respect my struggles, man, because I'm trying to wean myself back into talking on the mic. But yeah, I'm getting close to finishing out the leg. I think I'm gonna take 6 clouds to like 6 exactly. I think I did pick 1 extra because I didn't know if I would need more, but I think it did take 6 exactly to fill out his whole leg with clouds. And clouds aren't that expensive, so they pretty much look good even when before you put the other tattoos on there. I don't recommend just leaving just the clouds by itself, because that looks a little bit tacky and a little bit plain and bland and basic. But if you don't have the VC right now, you can go ahead and put the clouds on there and then come back and finish your tattoos whenever you feel like it. So yeah, that looks pretty cool right now already. So I already know I got a good sleeve coming together. And this is before I even knew what I wanted to put on my player, bro. I just threw that on there and I was like, man, yeah, that's gonna look good. And I just need to add some more stuff to it. I didn't know exactly what I wanted. I never go in there with a set idea. I just, like I said, I put a whole bunch of tattoos together in the little arsenal, and then just started throwing them on myself and just seeing what looks right. And the moment I find something that looks right, I start putting it all together. Now, the second thing I'm gonna do is get this Believe tattoo. And I think I skipped where I put the green dragon on there. I was gonna put the black one, but the green one kind of looks like Shenron, and I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, so I rolled with that. And yeah, I put Believe on there. It's not having to do with Naruto. I'm a big Naruto fan too. Naruto say believe it all the time, but I just put the believe on there because it's some words and I like the way it's like lettered out, and it makes it look like a realistic tattoo. And if you want to know what I did with the green dragon, I just made it really big. I scaled it all the way and just put it on the side of his leg. It's pretty easy. Like, you don't have to see me do it to actually know how to do it, bro. I wish I had it in there, but I was saving so many clips that I forgot that. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this eye right here, bro. I got the eye, and I'm gonna place it right in between where that B, you see that B like on the inside of his leg? I'm kind of fondling with the eye right now that you can't really see it, but it's kind of between the B and right there on top of where the dragon stops at the top of his leg. So make sure you just do it exactly how I do it. I hate I skipped the dragon part. I hope I didn't confuse y'all already on this long, in-depth tutorial, bro. I hope I didn't, but it's pretty easy to put that dragon right there in that spot. And you put the believe on the inside, and you put that eye right there on top in between. And it's already looking like a very unique, very good looking sleeve, man. And I wanted to go all the way up his leg, bro, because like once you wear the short shorts, you can see his tattoos with no gaps, nothing like that. Not the little half sleeve that only cover like the calf. I wanted it to be the full leg, bro. So yeah, man, we got the full leg going. I think I'm gonna add some stars to the back of his leg. Somebody walking all in my video bombing me while I'm in the tattoo shop. But yeah, I got the first black hazy star, and it's looking really nice. About to place it up there, and you guys can you can place them in your own spots. You don't have to put them in the exact spots that I put them. This is really just guidelines, and it's the same thing for my other tattoos, bro. You can change the numbers, you can change the lettering, you can change anything you want to change on there. I just want to give you guys a good, template of how to start realistic tattoos. Second thing, I just went in there with the red hazy star, and my last thing I'm gonna throw this rose in there, right there in the middle of where the dragon meets on both sides of his leg. It's just right there in that little gap, filling that gap up. And that's pretty much the whole leg sleeve right there. I did that so fast, bro. I just came up with this tattoo literally an hour ago to add into my full repertoire of tattoos. And it's looking pretty good, looking pretty dope. Hope y'all like that one. But I'm gonna go in depth on all of my other tattoos, the one that you guys really been wanting to see. And I'm gonna step out and show you guys my leg sleeve and some more of my tattoos while I'm walking around, so you can see what they look like if you haven't seen all my tattoos before. But these are all my tattoos. I wish I would have went in a different story. It's always nighttime when I want to do something that's involving his skin that you have to see. It's always night, so I had to walk over across the street to find the keepers and walk around the store and try to get some good visual of my tattoos. I couldn't really get that many good views of them, but forget about it. I'll go into the my career and kind of show you guys right there in the my career how they look more realistic in the my career anyway. So I'm gonna load into the my career. While I'm in the my career right now, I'm gonna mainly focus on the leg sleeve because I forgot in the intro I showed you guys what my tattoos look like in the my career when I was going through my intro. So my bad right there. I'm gonna step out and talk to Ricky and try to get a cut scene and see would I be able to show you guys some better visuals of my tattoos with his shirt off and stuff like that without the jersey covering up stuff. And sorry about that little noise. I think I was rubbing my knee or something that made it sound like I was playing with some paper or something like that, bro. So my bad on that. I'm so tired that I'm trying to keep myself awake, and I'm trying to yawn too. So please excuse that, bro. I'm sorry about that. I'm always doing something with the audio and messing stuff up, man. As I stepped out and talked to Ricky, my tattoos were kind of blurring out as it zoomed in, and I didn't get that much of a detailed look as I expected. So we're just gonna see what they look like when I start placing them and start going through them step by step. You guys will see them in a very high definition look, hopefully, when I start placing them. But anywho, moving on to the next session of our tattoos, I want you guys to do these session by session. Do not try to do them all at once. For one, you will get idle too long and it will kick you out of the session and possibly screw up all your tattoos altogether. And two, it's way too difficult to just try to do everything at once, man. It's too many tattoos, too many stuff to remember, too much stuff that you can just get lost, get completely lost, bro. So make sure you just do them session by session. And I'm gonna have timestamps by each session: left arm, right arm, back, front, neck. So make sure I timestamp all of that so you guys don't have to do it all at once. So make sure you follow the session, bro, step by step. Now we get into the placement of the tattoos. This is where I want you guys to follow what I do on the screen. And I also noticed that it's going to be very hard for me to commentate over this entire video. So I do want you guys to really pay attention without having my voice there all the time, because I'm going to like fade out sooner or later, because I can't really go over every single detail, because I keep messing up on some things where I have to go back and change things in places where I have to speed up the video, and I'm not going to be able to catch up with how fast the video is going when I'm commentating over it. So I'm going to leave you with this final tip though. Don't lose track of what you click on, because you might have to go back and edit it. And for example, what I mean, if I pick a set of clouds and it's just not placed right and I have to go back and move it, when you click on it again, bro, do not press circle. Do not press the circle button, because it's going to delete what you have on that first layer, bro. And it works in a layer system on the tattoos. Whatever you have on first is going to be under, it's going to be in the background. Everything else is going to be in the foreground, bro. So make sure you keep track of what you have in the foreground and in the background, because if you go back and click on something to edit something, you can move it just slightly to know what you're editing, and then move it, and make sure you press X after you get done. Do not press that circle button, because you're going to be messed up. You're going to be looking sad when you press circle and it just completely just evaporate. So make sure you don't press circle, bro. I hate that tattoos are kind of this difficult, but hopefully I lay it out in a way to where you guys can place the tattoos nicely. And plus, like I said, this is mainly just a template, a guideline. Hopefully you guys already know how to like kind of place these tattoos. I'm just giving you guys that extra little visual help, visual cues to kind of put the things where you need to put them. So yeah, man, I'm about to be banking out of here soon, so I can let you guys just watch and put the tattoos where you need to put them. I might interject and at key points to let you guys know certain things. I think I was just doing that rubbing my knee thing, kicking my leg thing, because I'm tired and I keep making a stupid noise, messing up the audio. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video I post, if I don't interject and let you guys know some important tips and tricks or whatever. And I'll see you then. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys like the tattoos. Hope you guys are able to put your own spins on them and make them just to where they're just really dope, bro. See you guys in my next video. Peace out. Yo, just here with a little interjection. For some of the tattoos, I'm gonna be letting you guys know the meaning of them, because they're probably not gonna be tattooed that you put on your player because of their specific meaning. So for the upper chest part, The LLJ means Long Live Jalen. It's a memorial tattoo I have for one of my friends I lost a few years ago. And the 4 on top of that is his basketball number. And we say 4 is up to kind of pay homage to him. So that's what that means. The cross obviously is for my religion. As you will see with the back piece too, I have some more religious stuff on the back. And if you're not Christian or religious or spiritual in any type of way, you don't have to put those. And I respect your beliefs and stuff like that, so I won't trip if you don't. So yeah, just let you guys know what that's for. And I'm gonna be getting to the other parts whenever they come up. So yeah. All right, for this neck part, you guys see the 9 and the 8 on my collarbone. It's kind of hard to put tattoos on your collarbone. I don't really think it's supposed to be possible with the way you would see that I place them, especially with the 9. You can get like lost in the sauce trying to put the 9 exactly where I have it put. So it's gonna take some time to get used to the way it moves, because it starts to be inverted when you start moving the 9 closer to the collarbone area. You will see how I get lost in the sauce on like certain parts of it. And what I mean by lost in the sauce is like the number will start like disappearing off into your shoulder area. So it's really hard to get that down. And 9-8 just means that's the year I was born. So you can change that to adjust to the year where you were born or whatever. So you don't have to put exactly 9 and 8. That's what the 98 means, just the year I was born. But yeah, you're gonna see that with the 8, it's a little bit easier on the right side, which is actually his left side, but the right side as is mirrored with the screen. It's actually, the 8 is actually pretty easy, but the 9, you can get lost, like completely lost, and you wouldn't even see the number no more. So try to get like used to the way it moves and kind of like training and test it out, like moving it up and down, because like I said, it will get inverted when you're trying to move it. So just, you know, that's just a little tip. Yo, back here with another explanation of the meaning of a tattoo. Alright, for the lower part of my stomach area, I have a memorial tattoo for my mom I lost this past year. And the 1952 is the year she was born, and 2020 is the year she passed away. So that's what I have that for. I know I used to have the Kobe tattoo right there, the Kobe memorial tattoo right there in that same spot on 2K20. So you can change that back to the Kobe tattoo, because you know, once I show you guys how to put the lettering like side by side, it's pretty easy to put whatever you want to put right there. But that's just for my mom. I don't want to talk too much about it because it gets me emotional, and you know, I don't want to be on here, you know, tearing up or nothing like that. But that was my best friend, my rock, my one and only, like the only person I know that loved me unconditionally. So I had to put something on there for her. And the Jen part, like you see, it says Mom Jen. Like her name was Jeanette, so I always call her Mom Jen. You know, just specify like, because when I say my mom, I mean my grandma. My grandma was the one who raised me, and I hate like having to be like super specific, not specific. I always say Pacific when I was trying to say specific, but I'm not trying to be super specific when I say, oh, that was my grandmother. Like I never call her my grandma, so I'm always just say mom. And the reason why I call her Mom Jen, because to separate her from my actual mom. But yeah, that's what that's for, if you're wondering. Yo, what's up? Back with another explanation. On my back, I have Chosen One with Jesus Saves right up under that, and a little city below that too. For the Jesus Saves, that's obviously something to do with my religion. I do identify myself as a Christian, but I don't relegate myself to a particular denomination, and I'm not the prototypical Christian as in like how I go to church or whatever. I don't really like participate in church as much as I used to, because I feel like it's just a bunch of old self-righteous people trying to tell you what and what not to do. They don't really do it out of love or out of the teachings of the Bible. They just want you to do certain things and be, you know, it's a kind of a controlling element to it. So I just kind of distance myself from church and from people of that type of nature, because it's so critical. They're so critical and judgmental and not accepting of others who lead different lifestyles. I love everyone the same, and I try to be understanding of other people's beliefs and respect them. And people in the church they're just not like that. They just want to be so self-righteous, and they act like they're just so pure and so, you know, like I said, righteous, like the word is self-righteous, and they're like super judgmental, like as I said. So I just try to, you know, separate myself from that, because we're all sinful in nature. We all make mistakes. The Bible says if we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us of our sins and cleanse us of all unrighteousness. If we say we have not sins, we make him a liar, and the word is not in us. And I feel like the word isn't in all of these people that are telling us that we're so sinful in nature, and they are not, and they act all self-righteous. And I just can't participate in church with a bunch of hypocritical people like that in church. The Bible also says, for we all stumble in many ways. If a man does not stumble in what he says, he's a perfect man, able also to bridle his body. And by bridling your body, that means to completely tame your sinful nature. And I don't believe anybody else is able to do that besides the one guy that walked this planet that was a perfect man, that is Jesus Christ. That's why God said he sent him in the likeness of sinful flesh to do what no other man could, and that was to lead a perfect life and to die for our sins. The Bible also says that if righteousness was through the law, then Christ died for no purpose. And I can just go on and on about explaining why I don't, but that's another thing, and I don't want to like stray anybody away that's not, you know, religious or anything like that. So yeah, that's just an explanation of my tattoo that just got way off topic, but yeah, that's the reason why I have that on my back, because I'm a Christian and I do believe in the word. But yeah. Yo, what is up? And finally we here with the last tattoo, the right sleeve. I did change it up quite a bit from 2K20. I added the girl with the rose on his bicep, and I added the little lizard tattoo with the basketball. I also added the not the Lombardi trophy, I'm thinking about football, but the Larry O'Brien trophy on his hand in the year that you should win it, which was the 21. Don't be like my dumb self though. I put 21 instead of 22. So put whatever year. You can change it to something else. You could have won a championship on 2K12 back in the day, and you can put 12 on there or whatever. You can put like how many rings you won on there. It's whatever. You can change it up to however you want it to be. But thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, thank you for like watching all the different sections. Thank you for continuing to support my channel, even though I can be kind of stagnant sometimes. I appreciate it all. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the requests. If you got any requests, hit me up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. Yo, I thought I was done, but I was in the rec and I saw that it gave me a better visual of all my tattoos. So I'm just showing you guys a better look at the tattoos once they're finished. And yeah, I'm just showing you guys how they look. Better visual, more detailed than when I was in the Finders Keeper store. So yeah, it's a better lighting. And you'll see I don't have the left sleeve because I didn't have enough VC to purchase it at the time. So I just walked out of there without it. And I've been trying to, you know, grind up some VC so I can go back and redo it and put it on my player and have all my tattoos in one. I always feel like people walk up to me and just like observe my tattoos. They might be walking up to me to try to invite me to a squad, but I do get messages sometimes asking me about my tattoos, and you know, a lot of people say amen or that's what's up to my back tat and all that. So yeah, I always feel like people walk up to me and just, you know, look at my back tattoo or whatever. So yeah, tattoos, they all finished. Appreciate you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.